Hey guys, it's Mackenzie here. Today I have a lot of really good stuff that I want to talk about that I'm really excited to talk about. If you're wondering why I have so much makeup on, it's because I decided to do a YouTube makeup tutorial today while in quarantine. And fun fact about me, I really like to wear makeup. I like to do makeup, but I don't really have the job that requires that. So I was like, of course I'll do it today during quarantine when no one sees me and I'm sitting inside all day. Let's get to the point. What I really want to talk about today is how to set goals, how to set reachable, attainable, specific goals. This is going to help you a lot when we meet up for focus meetings, because you know that when we're in our focus meetings, I always ask you, what do you want to achieve? Like, what is your goal for this? And a lot of you will say like, oh, I want to lose weight, or I want to tone up. I hear that all the time. I want to tone up. Let's get specific, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so this is my fun little way of how to make a goal and like really think about it and what tools you'll need to kind of decipher, is this a real goal or is it just kind of like this idea that I have? So let's get started. Is it called an acronym where it's like the letters go down and then each letter means something, or algorithm? I don't know. So it's basically, imagine the word smart. All right, I'm going to write it down here. Smart. Right there. S-M-A-R-T. Each letter stands for something different, and I want you guys to either write this down or just remember it if you have really amazing memory. So S, what does S stand for? S stands for specific. So when you're making your goals, it's really important that they're specific, like really specific. An example of what a non-specific goal is I want to lose weight. Okay, so does everyone. So like literally everyone is like, I want to lose weight, I want to tone up, I want to look good, I want to feel good. Those are very not specific goals. What is a specific goal? A specific goal would be, I want to lose 10% body fat by this date. Or I want to finally have the energy to be able to do fill in the blank. See how different those two are? Because when you tell yourself, I want to lose weight, it's like, okay, well, when? How? What are you going to do? You know, like everyone wants that, but like, how are we going to make that happen? All right, so that's the first one, is specific. The second one is M. M stands for measurable. Something that's not measurable would be, I will work out. Like that's how I'm going to reach my goal, is I'm going to work out. Okay, so is everyone, you know, like we're all working out here, but how to make that measurable would be, I will dedicate 1 hour, 5 times a week to working out. I'll put it in my calendar. I'll put it on my phone. I'll make Post-its. I'll get my clothes out the night before. That's more of a measurable goal right there, if that makes sense. Do you see the difference between those? Next one we have is A. A stands for attainable. Attainable is something that's really important because I don't want to ever tell someone you can't do that, but when we make goals that are unattainable, that are just like out of the question, like out of our reach, it's like it sets us up for disappointment. So here's one that's not attainable. I will never have carbs ever again. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Like I will never have sugar again, or something like that. It's not attainable. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you right now, unless you are psychotic. Like, all luck to you. Something that would be attainable is, I will limit my sugar intake by this percentage, or I will watch my carb intake by counting my macros and having a specific amount of carbs to eat each day. That's going to be way more attainable because it's actually really specific and it's something that you can follow, and it's not just cutting and restricting and going crazy. Got it? Okay. Next we have relevant. R stands for relevant. Something that's not relevant to probably the average human being, you and me. Here's an idea or an example would be, I will be a supermodel by this date, or I will have the same body that this girl in this magazine has, or I will be able to wear this dress, this specific dress, even though it's on a very specific kind of model in the magazines or the internet or whatever. It's not very relevant to your life specifically, because that would mean that you're comparing yourself to that girl. You know, like, it's just that you're two different people, and your job is not to be a swimsuit supermodel. Your job is to be an amazing wife, husband, mom, sister, dad, whatever, you know, and like put things into perspective. Something that would be relevant is, I have a cruise coming up in May. My goal is to find, it would have been canceled. I don't actually have a cruise in May, but I'm just saying, this is an idea. I have a cruise, and I am going to find a bathing suit that I feel amazing in, that complements my body type, and that feels like it fits me perfectly. So you see how the difference in those is like finding what's relevant to you, you know, making sure that that bathing suit or whatever you find is something that you feel good in, not something that you're forcing yourself to fit into because of the way it looked on a model. Got it? And the last one we have is T. T stands for time relevant. So an example of what not to do for time-based would be, I will work out 2 times a day, every day for a month. I mean, you could, but you're going to crash hard, and that's going to take a lot of time, right? And most people don't have that amount of time to do. An example of what would be a good time-based goal would be, I will make it a lifestyle. That means going back to the measurable one, is like, I will make it a lifestyle by going 4 times a week for 45 minutes to burn, and that won't burn me out. The point of making sure it's time-based is we don't want you to get burned out. It's so easy to go hardcore, like, yes, I'm going to do this. This is the greatest thing ever. I'm never going to have a carb again. I'm never going to miss a day of working out ever. I'm going to do 2 times a day workouts. You're going to burn yourself out. You have to make it a lifestyle. Make it a full lifestyle for the rest of your life, not just for a hot minute when you know you have a trip coming up next month and you want to look hot. You have to make it a lifestyle. All right, guys, so that is all I have for you today on how to make goals. I hope that was really helpful for you, and I know it's going to be helpful for me when I'm doing these focus meetings with all of you to really get deep into what your goals are and how to figure them out. And I know some of you are like, well, I don't really have a goal. I don't really know what I want to do. Well, that's what focus meetings are for. That's what I'm here for. That's what Ray is here for. We really want to help you get super, super specific, and we know the questions to ask you. So don't be afraid to focus. Don't be afraid to make a focus meeting with us. We're really excited. We would love to do it. We're doing them online. So if you want to make a focus meeting appointment, message me or Ray, and we will get that set up for you. All right, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you later.